Leo, and welcome to your weekly tarot from the 8th to the 15th of August. First of all, Leo, I lost my voice over the holidays, so I haven't done 2018 readings or relationship readings, and I am so sorry. My voice totally went, and I just want to say I'm sorry and thank you for all you who sent messages. It's sort of back now, as you can tell, but I'm still quite vulnerable around it. I think my guides wanted me to rest, essentially. I have to say, Leo, you've got the most incredible reading here. I'm a little bit taken back, so you'll have to give me a minute. Your additional guidance card is the here and now, okay, which basically present moment, like the Fool card. The here and now card is saying the past is past. The only reality we have, Leo, is this present moment in front of us. I don't know, is that relevant for anyone watching? Not to have your emotional energies tied with past experiences, but be fully energetically in the present moment, because you've got some huge major arcanas going on here. The crowning card is a Page of Swords, so loads of different meanings, but I think it's safe to say there's going to be a lot of news and activity coming your way this week. That's what the pages carry: news. He often represents loads of texting, emailing, but it's definitely news coming your way. The bottom of the deck is a Nine of Discs. So Nine of Discs represents quite often a self-employed card, but it's essentially, most of us call her the alone and loving it card. So it's about enjoying just being in your own company, enjoying the present surroundings, enjoying nature, that sort of energy. Very, very much like that here and now, because if you see her, she just enjoys being. I don't know what else to say. A strange combination of cards, but the foundation is really rock solid, Leo, and I'm really pleased for you, because you start with four really powerful three majors and a queen. You've got the Judgment card, the Tower card with the Lovers card, with the Queen of Wands, okay? So I'm going to leave the Queen for a minute and talk about these three major cards, because they seem to be really, really saying the same thing as the Here and Now card, okay? So the Tower essentially is that aha moment. It's a great awakening. It can mean restructuring your life. It's with the Judgment card though. So as you restructure, you're being automatically going through this huge renewal process, a rebirth basically. You can't see it really clear in this card, which I don't really like, but there's three figures here: a man, a woman and a child. And they're all coming out a coffin because they're being reborn, okay? So there might have been, some Leos might have been having a really difficult time. And this is it just going, okay? Because essentially we need to make the choice to leave the past behind. Because if not, you're just living with ghosts, Leo. And you're living with ghosts and spirits of the past. This is about awakening. Well, I'm sorry, I really feel quite, I don't think I've ever had these two majors together. I'm sure I have, but not for the last couple of years, because it really is making a decision to put the past behind you. Some of you might be rebirthing a relationship, okay? I think most of you probably are. If it's not a relationship, you've got to a fork in the road decision. But next to the Judgment and the Tower comes the Lovers card. So I think quite a lot of you are having a rebirth of a relationship, rising from the dead. Maybe some of you are going, right, I'm going to give this one more chance. Or some of you are falling in love with someone for the first time. And that tower is like, oh my gosh, it's like, you know that we cut ourselves off from things, love, life, because of the past. The tower is almost going, well, no. It's that classic card everyone wants at New Year's Eve, just to leave behind the old and move forward into the new, okay? The Lovers card also means choices, okay? And the choices card is part of the Fool's journey, where everyone gets to a fork in the road and they have to choose between the same old path or forging a whole new path forward in your life, okay? And in the Fool's journey, he forges a new path in his life and he automatically becomes enlightened, which means he becomes alive again because he's choosing life, he's choosing vibrancy, he's not living with past memories that aren't even, that, you know, he's let them go. He lives in the present moment like the Fool card. I'm sorry, Leo, I'm just a bit like, wow, what a combination of cards. With the Queen of Wands, so for some of you, it might be a fire sign, male or female, or this is you. This is your rebirth. This is your passionate, alive, beautiful, beautiful Leo, leaving behind whatever you need to leave behind. I'm not getting any big destruction here. I'm getting an epiphany moment when you wake up to your true energy and you move forward from that, with that essence and that energy. I could not be more excited for someone than having these 4 cards together. Just so passionate and so alive, Leo. And remember, the only true energetic life we have is in the present moment. Because if we're energetically attached to the past, we're dead to the moment, okay? I'm sorry to go on about it. I'm not going to go on anymore. But anyhow, you then move to the 8 of Discs and the 2 of Discs, working hard, working through the night, trying to get something done. It's going to mean different things to different people. It's quite often contemplating your place in this world, but it's a work card, okay? It's not the 5 of Discs or the 10 of Wands, though. It's more a craftsman's card, trying to birth your true place. There's a spider's web behind him, which is about weaving your place in destiny, Leo. It's with the 2 of Pentacles, so you might be having to let go of one of these pentacles you're holding on to. This is a classic self-employed card as well, where you have to invest something in order for it to pay dividends in the future. It can be you just have to let go of one of these pentacles you're holding on to. Some of you could be juggling life circumstances, having to work too hard, juggling family with work. But both these discards are quite positive discards because they're building for your future. Okay, they're building to a really, really good end. You do end, first of all, the Ace of Wands, more passion, aliveness, vitality in your element, Leo. Love it, love it. Now, the Devil card showed up. For some reason, I am not too worried about this Devil card. Sometimes it might be this blockage on the road, okay? It can appear that way. It's like, oh no, oh my. But for some reason, Leo, that's not what I'm feeling. Not with that Ace of Wands, because I want you to look closer at this Devil card. Remember, this is the Fool's journey through life that we're all on, every single one of us, and we all meet different roadblocks. But look closely at this Devil card. He's half on fire and half not, which simply means, what they call it in yoga is fire yoga. It's It's transformation, essentially. So how I use this card when it shows up for me, I might release things into the fire, like I'm going to do. It's New Year's Eve, by the way, when I'm doing your reading. It's releasing old. It's releasing the old into the past. What don't you want to take with you? Okay? Because we overcome the devil by looking it straight in the eye. Okay? And then it melts, you know, like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. It sort of melts in front of our eyes when we look at it, because it generally represents some fears we have of moving forward. But it's part of the Fool's journey that we all have to meet in order to manifest and get back home. And going back home is always going back to the Fool card, because it's with the Ace of Wands. The Aces are all about gifts. This is a gift of God, and the hands of God bringing you this gift of passion, aliveness, fire, and fire transforms things. And you're being asked to transform whatever is standing in your way, Leo, of you moving forward. Okay? We all have it. I don't know what's standing in your way. I'll pull you another card. It could be financial, it could be emotional, because the devil shows up in so many different guises. But you've been given this gift of fire in order to transform it, okay? Because after that you get the Star card, grace. So after we meet the devil, there's a couple more, then grace descends, but we don't get the Star card and we don't get this gift of grace until we overcome the obstacles that are holding us back, okay? And I'm not saying, Leo, our obstacles aren't real. I promise you I'm not. But sometimes they need to be looked at squarely in the eye. Even sometimes it's just writing them down, so they're not occupying your life all the time. Sometimes it's about releasing them to the fire, just burning them. Put them in paper, put them in the fire, and just watch them go up in flames, and then invite in this energy of the Star card. You've got an incredibly exciting, dynamic week, Leo. And it's definitely about leaving the past behind, being in the here and now, that present moment, because that's where all the energy is. And that's where we get the energy to overcome our obstacles. We're not going to get it if we're still stuck in what happened last year. It's about catching up to the present moment and living here and moving forward. What an exciting reading, Leo. I really, really hope I hear from yous, some of yous, so I know how it plays out, because that's how I learn. Yous are all my greatest teachers, okay? Loads of love, guys. Bye.